Welcome to session 4 of Spelljammer.
That sounds
It's
about right.
been a while. Who would like to give me a recap?
If somebody else, I've got a recap. Somebody else can read it because my throat is not doing that great.
I'll give it a go.
There are two people this time, technically.
Oh, so do we need? Is it like? Is this done as a dialogue?
No. There's one log, then there is Mr. Blip's log.
Oh, got you. Okay.
Yeah.
So we are looking for the 26th day of Myrtle.
16th, I believe.
16th and 26th, actually.
Ah, both of them. Okay. The Captain's Log, Supplemental Toral 1496DR, 16th day of Myrtle. The adventures of the wolf pups continue to unfold, and with each passing day they prove themselves worthy of their moniker. After the cataclysmic explosion in the simulation room, those young rascals didn't waste a moment. They leaped into action, dousing the fires, ensuring the safety of the other team caught in the blast, and even sniffing out the very device that birthed chaos in the first place. But alas, as with any tale worth its salt, a shadow looms over our accomplishments. The markings on the infernal contraption point their gnarled fingers at none other than my arch-nemesis, Vogath. Curse that old codger. Though he's yet to show his face, I can't help but suspect a traitor walks amongst us. The list of potential suspects stretches as long as the Sword Coast, and even my beloved wolf pups find themselves under the cloud of suspicion. Captain's Log, Toril, 1496 DR, 26th day of Myrtle. Distrust has woven its treacherous web within the halls, hallowed halls of our academy. Suspicion dances upon every tongue, and trust has become as elusive as a ghost in the night. The past week has been eerily calm, yet the silence is akin to standing atop a trap, each step taken with caution, waiting for the snare to snapshot. We have managed to narrow down the list of suspects, and fortunately my loyal wolf pups have emerged untarnished. This offers a glimmer of hope in this dark hour. However, our suspicions point towards a cadet with arcane talents, a spellcaster, no less. Yet, a reduced roster of suspects does little to quell the fears that grip our hearts. This has gone a bit Matt Berry, actually, hasn't it?
I was going to say you're going Matt Berry. Although I would not be opposed to doing the Matt Berry voice.
Matt Berry, Zach Brannigan is something I'd actually really like to see. Anyway,
oh yeah.
The fears that grip our hearts. We mustn't descend into a frenzied witch hunt. For now, our focus must remain on hunting down the witches now, on the arduous task of training. But there is a respite on the horizon, a personal favourite of mine, a fishing trip amongst the stars. An endeavour seemingly tranquil, yet I have entrusted the wolf pups with a special mission. They shall act as liaisons to an old smuggler comrade of mine. The details have been imparted to Mr. Blip, that cunning auto-gnome. May fortune favour their steps as they navigate the uncharted waters of this clandestine assignment. End log. Anyone have any bids for voice for Mr. Blip?
Yeah, Rich. What are your notes on the Mr. Blip voice?
I honestly can't. I think that was just me doing a normal. The only voice I remember is how's it going? And he's not in today's session.
Forget about it.
Hey.
Mr. Blip's log, Turo 4096, 26th day of Myrtle. Well, the new recruits were positively buzzing with excitement for his fishing trip, and who can blame him? After being cooped up in this place for so long, a change of scenery is long overdue. One of them seemed a tad disappointed when I broke the news about her little detour and a secret mission. Poor lass didn't seem thrilled about being here, but hey, sometimes fate's got other plans, innit? And then there was the big fella with a boulder on his back, tried to get the lass to yank his sword out. Hey? And trust me, I don't think it was a euphemism if you catch me drift. Anyway, the fishing trip got off to a decent start, few nibbles on the line, some recruits took it away like a fish of water, others, well, just say it wasn't their forte. Oh, he had a couple of skirmishes along the way. He ran at one of them spirit folk, a Chewinga. Oh, Chewinga's a lovely word to say in a Wiltshire accent. Chewinga. A cute little bugger gave us a blessing, hand up some sweets, mighty helpful. Now these wolf pups, as Mark so affectionately calls them, stumbled upon a peculiar satellite with some spatial coordinates carved right into its side. Not a clue what they mean, but the pups seemed dead set on unraveling that mystery. And then things took a bit of a twist. We had ourselves a small rescue operation on our hands, nothing too airy, mind you. Some pesky lamprey-like creatures decided to... Oh yeah, I got knocked unconscious. To latch onto the hull of another vessel, those recruits, bless their eager hearts, made quick work of them, and off they sailed, continuing on our merry journey. Eventually the pups reached their rendezvous point with a clandestine contact, a sneaky smuggler, that one. There was an exchange of boxes, swapping one for another. What's inside them beats me, mate. Hopefully It's something that would be easy to twist down the line. However, that's when things took a turn for the worse. Vina, that other recruit out here, completely ignored all warnings and started fishing the bloody centre area. As luck would have it, she got the attention of some horrendous monster. Here's hoping those pups can handle themselves when push comes to shove. And frankly, considering we're already in combat, this seems weird that I'm writing a log. But, you know, there you go.
Well, you can multitask as a computer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably recorded that entire log in a nanosecond.
Yeah.
He has to do that because he's effectively the black box.
Shit.
Did quite a lot last session.
Yeah.
My usual question: who would like to be influenced by destiny today?
I believe
Who's
Brad and
that?
I have both had one already.
Mm-hmm.
So it's down to Joe and Mike.
Do you have a preference, Mike, or do you want to roll for it?
No, let's. I don't know.
I do have a suggestion, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mike, you're retiring this character when we reach level 5, aren't you?
Whenever the handover is.
Switch
yeah.
over.
I think
Yeah.
it would make more sense for Mike to get it earlier then, so he gets more time with it.
Go for it.
Okay. Interesting.
Cool. I will bear that in mind. I'm not going to give you an item list just yet.
Oh.
Question number 2.
Can we change our mind and say Joe gets it then?
Question number 2. Who would like to meet Destiny today?
Well, how much does Destiny cost per hour?
I mean, there's only one real answer.
Oh, go on.
surely.
Just do it.
I would love for one member of our party in particular to meet Destiny.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also bear that in mind.
You know how Rune is constantly annoyed by the fundamental forces of the universe conspiring against them? We're the fundamental forces.
Yes, we are!
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I fully expect one day she will purely just sit there, stare upwards and go, I saw the faces of five men staring down at me from above, and a large wall taller than Aya's and huge polyhedrals floating about. I don't understand what it was, and then I just blinked and it was gone.
I thought the all-powerful beings of the universe would be more diverse, but there you go. Five white guys.
It's like 5 bearded white guys. It was very weird.
And yet, somehow explains a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
So, was this the ship where things were latching on and draining power?
No, so you completed that was within the asteroid belt. You rescued the ship, you towed it out of the asteroid belt, you killed those creatures. You then went to the merchant who, given that it was the last thing of that session, you smartly deduced that he was the contact you needed to meet. Did the swap, and then as you were about to leave, Vina was like, because Vina's still believing it's a fishing trip, wants to be the best and catch the best, and so she went straight into the cloudy murk of the central mass. And when this bad boy came out,
Is that it's like a jellyfish looking thing?
yes. Do I have a big image? Might do.
Kind of looks like a sea anemone.
Well, you know what they say. An enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Oh dear.
I'm on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Deviant art, really?
It's not
Is
my.
this gonna be porn?
Cool. So that's all out of the way. So the jellyfish having emerged out and capturing the other squad by surprise, they will get a free action first before we then revert to initiative. And they will lash a tentacle out at Vina. I don't know if you remember from the very end of the last session. As it basically before it, you saw the jellyfish itself. You saw like a glowing light coming through the fog first. And it kind of left some of the crew members stunned, and then a tentacle will lash out.
Were they looking directly at the creature?
Yes, because they were intent on killing and capturing it. So, yeah. That is a 19 to hit.
What part of that, looking at that, makes you think fucking sashimi? Like...
And that... So Vina takes 10 damage. And then, if I hit this button, hopefully it is now Rune's turn.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
Does Vina look scared? Does she look like, I'm gonna die here kind of thing? Or is she like, I can do this. I've got this.
Roll me a perception check.
Sure. Okay. Perception 13.
You can't make out her expression. She's looking at the jellyfish, and for all of the masts and rigging and other characters, you can't really tell her expression on her face. But you do note that she is unusually still.
Oh.
Stunned. Or
Can I just, before I like leap over, Mr. Blip, is that thing going to kill her or?
I've never seen this creature before. We tend to avoid the larger pools because of the variety and intensity of the creatures inside.
Could you say that again louder for her to hear, please?
It doesn't look friendly.
All right. And then she just rolls 2 knives at the thing.
Oh.
First one's going to be an 8 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And 20 to hit.
Amusingly, these are the cards that I had for the session had it been in person, and neither of them has its AC on there. 1 sec.
I hope 20 hits.
There we go. Yes, 20 does hit.
Okay, so do I get sneak attack? Because Vina's engaged with it?
She is not engaged with it.
What about her friend?
Mm-mm.
Shit. So I do not get sneak attack. Okay. So
when an allied creature within 5 feet and is not incapacitated.
yeah, and I'm guessing they're
No,
both
that's
incapacitated. Whenever you take manifest psychic blades, yep. So just a D4. 2 points of damage.
Oh, what sort of damage?
Psychic.
Interesting. You see them make impact, but it kind of sinks into the flesh a little bit, and it closes up a little bit the wound.
Well, I guess I'm not using those this time. That's the end of my turn.
Mr. Blip. Mr. Blip will click 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, I moved him. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me just check my hair shape for him.
Did we get a short rest between the last fight and this one? I don't think we did.
Yeah, I'll, if you want one, I'll let you have one.
Oh, cool.
It was,
Yes.
it was enough time of you casually flying your ship around, meeting the merchant. You bought the special bait. I've got no problems if you want to count that as a short rest.
I will
Lovely.
happily do that.
Yes, I get some of my features back.
Yep, that's fine with me.
Unfortunately, not my big flashy thing.
Actually, no, Mr. Blip doesn't know that yet.
Baby.
So he will stay where he is, and he will shoot crossbow at it. Where's my dice?
Ooh, and healing is you can be healed again after a short rest, so we're all eligible again.
Nice.
Which is easy for me because I don't have to remember who I've already healed.
Hits with the crossbow for 5 piercing damage. And he will shout at the rest of you, abandon that ship, we can just take the crew and leave. Safety of the crew is paramount. And then, pass it. Oh, the Bob Glory. Cool. He will bite onto the who's that? Fred.
I've just seen the spelling of his name. Brilliant.
Fred.
Fred.
That's an 11 to hit, which misses. And he'll then attack Vina with a tentacle. That is 15 to hit. Which is... if it meets it, it beats it. So yes, that's a hit. Vina takes another 6 points of damage. Ain't looking great. Ido.
Oh dear. Yeah, I'm gonna get up on one of the gunnels on a bit of a ramp. Can I just double check before I move? If I am wearing the pilot, I can, as long as I'm in the same air bubble, I can still control it. I can move onto their ship.
Yep.
Without. Cool. Okay. In that case, I'm going to move 30 feet to right below Vina.
How do I ping?
Press and hold, I think.
Yeah.
Can you stop right there, please?
Stop there.
Yes, please.
I can.
Can you make me a charisma save, please?
A charisma save.
No.
Oh no.
It's gonna be a 9.
The orb pulsates in front of you, and you are mesmerized by it. You cannot take any actions, and can only take reactions until your next turn.
I can take reactions.
You can take. Sorry, you can't take reactions.
I can't take reactions.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
Gritlick. Where is he? So he didn't. He did make his first save. So he will attack it. Stat block. That is a 10 to hit, which misses. But he has... Oh! That's 4 attacks. That is a 17 to hit, which hit. That is a 5 piercing damage. That's a 9, which misses. And the last attack is a 12, which misses. Sis.
Okay. So if I avert my eyes from the creature... Okay, I'm going to get there. Am I? Okay, I'm going to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to grab Ido. And I'd like to use my action to just pick him up and put him on the deck behind me so he's back on our ship.
Mm-hmm. So like there?
Yep.
You can't pull him away like this, sort of like dragging him around you?
Yeah, just grab him with one
Yeah, yeah.
hand and just go...
As soon as you lose eye contact, you snap out of it. Ido.
Ooh.
So okay, cool.
Anything else in your turn, Vaxis?
No, that's actually all I can do. That was my full movement. That was my action, and I've got nothing to use a bonus action with at the moment.
Cool. TPK comes up and attacks.
I just heard TPK and was very worried for a second there.
Yeah.
His name is TPK-99. Vena's robotic assistant. That's a miss, I'm afraid. Fred missed the save, and so will again makes the save, but does no other action this turn. There's only Vena that is caught in the.
Is she actually grappled?
She's not grappled. She's just stunned.
Okay.
She's initiative count 2, so she hasn't had a chance to break out of it yet.
Okay.
Jex.
So, whereabouts is the orb?
Right smack bang in its forehead.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
It can be targeted independently.
Okay, so I'm gonna see. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try and move across because I don't want to cast a concentration spell to then find out that I am mesmerized by the orb.
Yeah,
so,
stop right there, please.
Yep, thought that.
Char save.
Yeah. What was it? Christmas save? Did you say?
Mm-hmm.
That is a. It's not good. 13.
That fails, unfortunately.
Uh,
It's for your turn.
Yep.
I have a full -2 to charisma saves.
I've got +6,
Yeah.
which is why I was like, that's why I felt confident going across there, because
Yeah.
if you're gonna send anyone, send the freaking bard.
Yeah.
well.
You see Vena shake her head for a second, and then she snaps, draws out a sword, and attacks. Who's next to her? Critlick.
Oh shit. Okay.
That is an 18 to hit. For 8 piercing damage. Can she do anything else? No. No. Oh! That's Vena. And back to the top.
Okay. Goes fuck. And runs to here. So I'll make my charisma saving throw now.
Yes, please.
That'll be 18 plus 4, 22.
You're good.
Fuck.
Well, you've got creatures that are in its melee range now. Oh, but the other psychic blades was not great. Never mind.
Yeah. It's not what I'm trying to do. Like, you see Rune just run, bonus action, cunning action to get to Vena and just cover her eyes. Which will hopefully break whatever the thing is.
What are you doing here?
Trying to keep you from killing your friends. You just stabbed that one.
That's a lie.
He's bleeding!
In fairness, she can't see that.
Good point. You have to let me drag you back.
Make me a persuasion check. As the person whose bunk she tried to nick in the first session.
Well,
I'll have a hard time listening to you.
Well, it's a good thing I rolled a natural 20 plus 6.
Hey!
That's 26.
Nice.
I know you don't want to kill them, and I know you don't want to die here. And I know also that you're the kind of person who would have the Spelljammer attuned to you.
Oh, yeah. Can't trust the others.
Yeah,
Barely trust you.
Well, for now, will you fly the ship out of here?
Very well.
Shut your eyes.
Mhm.
And then I will move. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I got 15, 5, 10, 15. And go back to here and be like, oh, there's no eyes. I don't know what to do with you.
He is in a humanoid shape, so
You still don't have eyes.
Just stereotype makes himself big.
I'm like, there? Cool.
does
Yep.
he see? That is.
Never thought
Mr.
that.
Blit, inspired by your idea, will pop across.
Does he have to make a saving throw now?
As an auto name, he does not.
Excellent.
Ooh.
He'll get. Sorry. He'll double move to get to there, and I think all three of those are now immune. Not immune, that have saved, so he doesn't need to cover any of them eyes up, but that's it for him. Barb Glory will. And we'll go
What kind of
after
creature is Barbara Glory?
it. It is a huge monstrosity.
Neat. What? And what kind of huge monstrosity? Oh, is Barb's Glory the enemy we're fighting?
Yes, sorry,
I
yes,
thought
yes.
One of their guys was called Barb's Glory.
No.
That's a good pirate name.
the creature you are fighting.
Sure.
It will attack critically with is 25 to hit.
Ooh.
And,
Fuck.
where's the damage die? 12 points of damage. Oh, that's right. No, it's not. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Almost. Critically was the one who hasn't been damaged. And it will then attack. Seeing you guys run away, a tentacle will lash up, curl into the air, and hit Vina. Or try to hit Vina.
So while you're sorting that out, I would just had an image of thinking, okay, how can I get Jex back onto our ship? What if I got a hose, stuck it in Jex? Just
Siphoning
siphoning
like
Jex. Yes.
That's 4 points of damage against Vina. She's not looking great, but she's still up. Ido.
Does it look like the effect is still ongoing if I go back on the ship? Like, am I going to get blinded again with the light?
You don't know.
But is the
still
light?
pulsing.
It's continuously pulsating.
Can I try and shoot it in the light, please?
Sure.
It's like a rave over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the aim. Where is it? One of the rogue features. Oh no, it's cunning. I need 2 levels in rogue to do that. Can't do that. Never mind. In that case, yeah, I'll just try and shoot it. I think I'm going to be at disadvantage from this range.
We're quite short.
Yeah, but I've only got 30 feet on the hand crossbow.
Yeah.
The first one's a 19.
Hits.
But I need to roll disadvantage. I think it's a 19 anyway. Yeah. Second one is a 24, so 19.
Nice.
Is there an enemy of it within 5 feet of it now that is conscious?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So 4, 7, 8, 13 points of damage.
It shatters. That's the cross. Is it crossbow bolt you're hitting it with?
Energy crossbow.
Energy
Beg
crossbow.
pardon, sorry, that should have been 12 points of damage if it makes a difference.
It only had 10.
Cool.
Yeah, it shatters into pieces.
In that case, I will also hit a bonus action to cast Expeditious Retreat.
Mhm.
Then I will move up to. Do any of these guys look like they are unconscious?
No, so Vina is the most critically injured, followed by Critlick.
Which one's Critlick?
Oh yeah, sorry. He's the one in the middle, next to Mr. Blip.
This guy.
No, in front of Mr. Blip. Sorry. Yeah, him.
Okay.
He does not look bloodied.
Doesn't look bloodied.
Vina certainly does.
I might leave my Expeditious Retreat off them. Yeah, I'll call that there.
Cool.
I can actually chuck a knife at it as 2-weapon fighting, so I'll just give that a go. Natural one.
Critlick's turn. Critlick. Yeah, so Critlick will heed the warning from the others, but as he's currently fighting it, will have to make a save first. It's 11. What is his modifier? +0. He is once again mesmerized. Oh no, it's not. He's destroyed it. Destroyed the. Oh, sweet. Yeah, he will start to back off. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Hammer's on board.
Now, I hate to be that guy, but does it get an attack of opportunity?
It does.
I don't hate to be that guy at all, actually.
His all. That is a 17 to hit. That is 12 points of damage.
Is he still conscious?
He's bloodied, definitely bloodied, but he's still conscious. Made it safely away. Yeah, that's fair. The I should be DMing from better remember about attacks of opportunity. That's my bad.
Don't worry about it. That's the
first time.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. I meant to go there, so that's 5.
Trial save, please. Have you made it? No, it's got. Sorry,
It's gone.
It's gone. Yeah.
I took his eye and filled it with laser. You might call me a laser eye surgeon. Jax, we've talked about this. I set him up. I'm the straight man. You're the funny guy.
Jax still hasn't recovered.
I knew that. I'm a good doctor.
Okay, if I were to grab Vina, could I yeet her onto our ship?
Sure. She will. She's already been convinced to get to the other ship. She's not going to take too kindly to her lifting her up and throwing her.
Vina's in control of her facilities, so she can move on her own now.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the range on a Spelljammer's helm as well?
I think it's as long as...
If she's on our ship, can she control her ship and basically send them off in a different direction as a decoy?
I'll have to look that up. It's definitely some degree of off-ship. I couldn't tell you how much.
Okay, change my mind about exactly what I'm doing. Instead, I will just go up to here. Can I, just pull out a bucket or something, scoop up Jax, and then just dump Jex on the deck of our ship.
Swabbing.
Or, well, if I were to grab Jex, does Jex have enough solidity to be able to be grabbed?
Yeah, so I'm currently in humanoid form at the moment. I've got solid shape. But because I need to wield weapons and instruments and things like that.
Like a nice dense aloe vera.
Yes. So mechanically, I will behave as a regular flesh and blood humanoid. It's only problematic if I'm sleeping, for example, where I lose concentration and then.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to instead. So I'm going to. So that's 5, 10, 15. I will then grapple Jex.
Yep, which I'll choose to fail.
And then I'll just drag Jex onto the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, as we don't need to run across there anymore.
What square would you like to put him in?
Let's go for that one. Just dump him on the deck.
Okay. Yeah, Brad pointed out that you have to be sitting in the helm to.
Fair. That does make more sense.
Yeah. Apologies.
That's right.
Where is the helm on our ship, out of interest? There?
Yeah, for now, it doesn't really matter for the stuff that we've done so far, so I felt a need to put it on there, but yeah, I assumed by default it'd be wherever the wheel of a ship would be. But if you want to move it at some point, I'm more than happy to let you do that in a downtime moment.
Right, that's the end of my turn. TPK up.
TPK! TPK. So TPK is aligned to Vina, so let's... do you like highs or lows?
Lows.
That's a 3. So it will follow Vina. Stay to engage. That's all it's going to do. And that was within range, so that gets... I know it'll disengage and then it'll move there. There we are.
Well, I mean, there's also the fact that the Bard Glory has already used its reaction.
Multiple.
So unless it's got multiple reactions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It can do 10 tickles around.
I was trying to think of a pun for Vaxis to make.
It's technically a CR6 that I've modified slightly.
Okay.
I assume the single crossbow bolt to the face hasn't hurt it that much.
It has immunity, not immunity, it has resistance to psychic damage, and so it took 1 point. And the hit to the
orb.
The orb, it destroyed the orb, but did nothing to the creature itself.
Sure.
Thread is not currently mesmerized, and so it will disengage and then follow. 6. Checks.
Okay.
You are still mesmerized, sir.
Even though the light is gone?
For this turn. So I will roll a die and we will see what he does.
But also, I dragged Jex out of the line of sight as well.
Yes. That's true, you did. Okay, I'll leave that. It would have been a melee attack, but go on, Jex, your turn.
But I can behave normally.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. In that case, I'm going to cast Nether's Mischief.
Been waiting to cast this.
So, I fill a 20-foot cube that I can see within range with Fey and Draconic magic. Roll on the mischievous surge table to determine the magical effect produced. So, hold on. So, I just need a D4. How do I pick? How do I roll just regular? How do I pick what I'm rolling?
I do it through D&D Beyond. Alternatively, if you type in
the actual chat /R1d4.
Ah, there we go. Okay, cool. Slash 1d4.
/R space 1d4.
Oops. Yeah.
That's 4.
Ooh. Okay. So drops of molasses hover in the cube, making it difficult terrain until the start of the next turn. And the effect changes at the start of each of my.
Can you draw the cube onto the map?
Yes. So it's a 20-foot cube, so probably I'm going to. So let's go that way. I think. Why am I messing this up so badly? There we go.
Is that as difficult terrain?
Yeah, that's difficult terrain for this until the start of my next turn.
Mhm.
And I'm also going to. Yeah, I can still move. I'm gonna move a couple of steps back, just so that I'm not precariously on the edge. Yeah, cool. I think that's all I'm gonna do.
Sweet. Vina, has anyone told Vina she can?
So that cuts out there. Say that again.
Has anyone told Vina that she can uncover her eyes?
No.
So, so I will rule that she's also going on difficult terrain and she's trying to clamber off the ship with her hands over her eyes. So I'll get her there.
Cool, that's fine.
And if no one, yeah, because it's her turn, no one's going to tell her not to do it, so she's not going to look back or attack. Cool. Rune.
Would she not use an action to double move?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, just go whoop.
She kind of stumbles onto the other ship.
Once she's onto our ship, I'll then be kind and say you're safe now.
Or are you?
You're muted.
Brad, you're muted.
Mr. Blip, what are you doing?
Well, up until his previous turn, everyone was right next to the barbed wire, so he was technically over there to rescue the others.
I understand.
I'm escorting them back to the ship. Other ship.
They've escorted themselves. Time to leave?
Expedite your retreat protocols.
So I will 5, 10, 15, 20. I will go to here next to Vina, axe the creature. Little red threads just appear around it, and then I will fire an arrow at it.
Sure.
19 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, so that's 2d6 plus a d6 plus a d8.
Ooh.
I rolled all 2s.
Huh.
Oh, buddy.
8 plus 4. 12 damage.
What type of damage?
So 6 is normal,
Mhm.
and 2 is necrotic.
All good.
Cool.
You land
All
decisive blows.
It doesn't look hurt at all, does it?
Whatever half bloodied is, it's 25% of its health.
Okay.
This is
We
the
could
time to
possibly
go.
save the ship, but possibly it's not worth it.
Creature's turn. So,
Well, what did Mr. Blip do?
oh yes, sorry, I'd already hit next turn. Yeah, Mr. Blip will retreat. 3,
Can anyone remember
6.
what our original instructions were
Get off the ship.
regarding this expedition? Like, apart from our secret mission?
It was go for a nice fishing expedition.
Yeah,
And
but
whoever catches the most wins, I think it was something like that.
Well, we caught all of them, so
it was the training simulation where they put
yeah, they
emphasis
put someone
on
in danger.
keeping the ship intact.
This is real life, mate.
Yeah, whoever comes back with the most fish wins. They're not coming back with any fish. To be fair, though, if we killed that thing and brought that back, we'd definitely win.
Are any of the siege weapons loaded on the ship?
Ooh. Even through the difficult terrain.
That has 30. So that's half, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it moved from
Yeah.
Yep.
Did it double move to get there?
No.
No.
Once it's on the ship, you will see it starts to struggle. Definitely not as fast when it's sort of clambering on bits of wood rather than in the fog that it enjoys.
The other question I was at was: did they have a chaperone as well, or was it just Mr. Blip on our ship?
Just Mr. Blip on your ship.
Cool.
Because as far as they were concerned, they're just fishing. You're the ones with the actual secret mission.
Yeah.
It will attack. That is a 3. That's a failure. And then the tentacle attack. Who are we going to go for? No, it's just one right in front of him.
It's his choices.
That is a 15. Yeah, hits. Takes 8 damage, but he hasn't been hurt yet, so not really a big of an issue. After those 2 attacks complete, if any of you were looking at its forehead, you'll see bits of coloured glass start to form where its eye was. It's a D6. If it's a 6, it regrows.
That would be bad.
It's a 2.
Hey.
Ido.
Which one of
if
us is the helm attuned to
Me.
at the moment? Okay.
If I could get to that space, would I have flanking across its sort of flank?
Yeah, I like that.
I'm gonna hit the expeditious retreat. Move to there. Get an attack. 18 on the first, 15 on the second, so 24 to hit.
Hits.
I'll be going for a booming blade.
Okay.
So the attack's normal. Ooh, that's nicer. 6, 12. Yeah. So yeah, it takes 12 points of damage.
Nice.
Then
Piercing.
all piercing, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's with the short sword. And then I will head back onto our ship because I've got the bonus action move from Expeditious Retreat. Does it have an attack of opportunity?
It does. You're right next to it. Oh, but that's not going to matter. That is a 9.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah, AC's 18. It's move action bonus. That's me.
Sweet.
Nice damage.
Does Critic have any range? It does not. It's just gonna throw a dagger at it. That's an 18 to hit. Hits. 8 damage. Chipping away at this thing. And that's all it's going to do. Plexus.
Okay, if I move there
Mm-hmm.
and then huck a hand axe at it.
Sure.
That's a miss. With a grand total of 8 to hit.
Oh dear.
And then, yeah, I'll just move back onto the ship proper and, like, get out the way.
Cool.
Yeah.
TPK-99 will disengage, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. You're all safely aboard the other ship. Fred. Oh, he's not. Fred's not on board, but now he is.
Well, it is Fred's turn, yeah.
Yeah. Does he have anything to shoot? Does. Fred's actually taken an action turn. He casts Vicious Mockery. Barbary fails, but it's psychic damage, and so has no effect. You do get the benefits of having disadvantage on the next attack roll, though.
Ooh.
Jex!
So if I'm concentrating on a spell, can I cast another spell?
Yes, as long as it's not concentration.
Yeah, cool. Okay. So, well, I'll resolve the cube effect first. Can I move the cube? I can move it up to 10 feet, right? So, so it was there. So 10. So I'll move it down to there. And the new effect is a 1, so that is going to be the smell of apple pie fills the air, and each creature in the cube must succeed on a whiz saving throw or become charmed by you until the start of the next turn. DC 14 on a whiz save.
If this spell had existed when I was playing Al, fucking signature, mate.
Yeah.
That is 10 on the die for an 11.
So,
It's charmed.
So it is charmed, yes. Now what does charm do?
You have an advantage on social checks against, I think.
The charmed. Charmed can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. The charmer has advantage on any ability check to interact socially with the creature. Okay, cool. Oh, I might just I will go might just fire a bolt at it actually. That's probably going to be a miss. 8 to hit.
Miss, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's fair. Cool.
If you had hit, it might have broken the charm.
No.
No,
Not by the rules of the spell. Nothing. It is charmed until the next turn. So. Cool. Yeah, that's me. That is me done.
Cool. Phenom. Jex, you told her it was safe to look, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
She'll turn around. What can she do? She will cast Firebolt. So 9 on the die. So... Okay, I see it. That's 16, 15. That, I believe, is a hit. It is a hit. So it takes 4 fire damage.
Did it move? Since... No.
No, its turn is immediately before yours, so it's not moving.
Okay. I was going mad.
That's it from Vina. Rune.
Rune will. Who's got the helm? It's Ido, isn't it?
Yeah.
We need to get the hell out of here.
Yes, that's on my turn.
And then I guess I'll just take a shot at it. Well, it's gonna move. It's gonna move on its turn. I may as well. I'll ready an action for when it closes into melee with
Anyone.
with anyone basically, and then I'll shoot it when it gets there. But she'll back up a bit.
I'll remind you that you noticed that once it was on board the ship proper, it
Moving
slowed
slower.
dramatically.
Oh, so it didn't. It might just stay where it is.
Oh.
I'll shoot it then. It'll be 20, not natural.
Yeah, it's
And then 7 and a 6 for so 17 total damage.
yeah, nice.
I don't have many arrows left.
It is now considered bloodied.
Ooh.
FYI. Mr. Blip will strongly encourage you to leave the vicinity. We can always have more ships. We can't have more cadets. At least not as easily.
When the fact it's bloodied is tempting me.
Yeah, but if that gem comes back,
Yeah.
it could take us all out.
Yeah. Oh god, I know what I should have done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have got on one of those bloody ballistas.
I asked to see if weapons aren't loaded.
Oh, okay.
That is a 16 to hit, which hits. Where's my D8? There it is. That is 7 points of damage. Barbed Gloria's turn. This is still difficult terrain, yes?
No.
No,
No. Oh,
it is charmed,
charmed. Okay.
so it can't attack me.
It will move a
Drop
grand
back.
total of 5 foot.
But that activates Booming Blade.
It takes 7 thunder damage.
Nice. It is not in bite range. I believe.
I feel like that's like a sort of tracer. No, I did it with the short sword. Yeah, it's left sort of like a sort of bolt in the thing that when it senses movement.
You're all within range. So it's going to attack Vina first. That is a nat 20, baby.
Oh no.
It's got a scent, hasn't it?
Yeah. Where's my die? I rolled a 1. So a grand total of 8. Oh, which is enough. Vina is down.
Is she dead or making
No, she's
saving
down.
throws? Okay.
Just down.
If it's searching for another target, I would like to I'd like to petition for it to be Vaxus because he is very big and very beefy.
Sure. It rolled 25 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And you take 4 slashing damage.
So you said 25 to hit. I'm just checking a look at my combat maneuvers. Oh no, it has to hit. It has to miss me. Okay,
It's a miss. I lost, yeah.
so 4. You said 4 damage.
Mhm. And at the end of the turn, I will roll a d6. It's a 3. Mr. Ido.
What kind of action? Is it a free action to pilot the helm?
So the way I've ruled it so far is if the action is sort of half of the course, then you get it for free. If it's
If it's making a
particularly-
change.
yeah, I would rule it as it would be an action.
So
particularly
accelerating,
as you're moving
decelerating,
out
and
of combat
turning.
as well. Yeah.
Accelerating, decelerating, and turning would use actions.
Sure. I don't. Yeah. I think Ido's a bit too vain to run from the fight. So he'll move because he'll like take a shot and then move up to where the helm is rather than move and then use the helm. There's a bit too much pride in him to try. Yeah.
Even though Mr. Blip has told him to,
Yeah.
as the examiner. Oh.
Yeah.
Huh?
Um.
I was hoping you'd run away. Apologies, I'm going to go to the loo. I thought it was going to be the end. You're up.
Well, it's going to be a hit. Ooh.
Apologies.
A 24 to hit for 9 points of damage.
Ooh, what type of damage?
All piercing. Because no sneak attack, that's just mod plus short bow. Just crossbow. And then I imagine a 13 doesn't hit for an offhand dagger.
Very close, 14.
There you go. Yeah, I will then move up and sit at the helm and sort of like. So that's not really coming through on the Discord. It's like.
Crit lick. Does Crit lick have any medicine? No, he does not. It's used its dagger. What's the? Can you use a medicine check to try? and
Medicine
stabilize?
check DC 10 to stabilize.
It will do that. That's an 11. Dino stabilized.
If only we had some healers kits, you wouldn't have had to have made the check.
I don't think there were any
dear.
healers kits left.
No.
Oh no. Supplies are running perishingly low.
Oh, no.
Axis.
I've only got
Go on. Go
40.
on.
Go huck another hand axe at it.
Just go over there and just go over there and hit it. All of you want to anyways. You may as well just admit at this point.
All right. So I was there. So 5, 10, 15, 20. 20. There we go. And yeah, I'm gonna lamp it. So that is an 18 to hit.
Hits.
That is 12 magical bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
Wow, magical bludgeoning damage, did you say?
Yep.
Woo! Getting there. We're getting there, guys.
And then action surge.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is a 21 to hit.
Hits.
For another 12 magical bludgeoning damage.
The creature collapses onto the deck.
Oh, good show.
Oh, I could have done even more damage. Never mind.
Do we drop out of combat rounds?
You drop out of combat. It had 114 health.
Damn.
This might be a silly question, but does Vina have hit dice she can use?
She does, but her personal butler assistant robot TPK-99 immediately rushes up to her and injects her with
Okay, that's fine.
reserved especially for Vina. Wouldn't have healed any other fuckers, but it does heal Vina.
As she wakes up, Rune has the biggest shit-eating grin on her face. Did you sleep well, dear?
I must say, it's a bit far having a lie down when the rest of us are defeating that giant monster.
I'm sorry. In the face of death, I will endeavor to be kind to you. Are you all right?
I am fine. And she glances around, looks at the situation, goes, I believe, according to the maritime law, it is on my ship, it is my cat.
I think it's on that bit of salvage that we just saved your ass from. Let's see. Your catch is those fish. Our catch is your ship, these guys, that guy, and that thing.
I mean, if I caught it as it fell, I just like, no, it's not on your ship, it's on me, and I just walk it back to the ship.
How many other members of their crew are injured?
All of them are injured, but two have superficial wounds. One is seriously injured. Critlick is over half gone.
Give me a second. I will sew people up to the tune of the most seriously injured one for 10, the others for 5 and 8, respectively.
1/8 is healed up. 5, like 1 hit point in it, so pretty much there. And what was the main one?
11.
11.
Sorry, 10, sorry.
10, okay. Still quite wounded, but you've taken a good chunk of health back, giving a good chunk of health back.
It's nearly a whole healer's kit gone, chaps. Right, shall we head off back to port then? Are you okay to drive, dear?
I am fine. And she sort of spit. Thank you for your help.
You're most welcome, dear. Anytime.
I mean, does this mean that technically she was bait for our fishing trip then? As I lob the jellyfish onto our deck.
So, who remind me because it was a little while ago. Who collected the package from our secret mission?
It's a crate. It's a big crate.
It's a crate. I think Vax has carried it back onto our ship and.
Can I check that it's still there?
So you gave him a crate. He gave you like a scroll case with documents inside.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
I think.
Oh yes, that was it. Can I check that it's still with whoever we gave it to?
I don't.
I could put it in the bag of holding, to be honest.
It's still there.
Yeah, cool. I mean that'd be a hell of a distraction, but
I
gotta
don't
check.
Righto. Anything else we need to do before we pop off?
You have done more than enough. Good. I assumed we'd be applying, putting in some requisition forms for a new ship. So good job, everyone. And with that, you can fly back to home base.
Yes. As we're flying back, I just kind of like we have like a little conversation like between. I don't think it was Vina who blew things up. She nearly killed herself just then.
Yeah, she does seem rather incredibly incompetent.
I mean, she may not have blown things up, but she certainly blew it there.
Hey.
Being mean to them is how you end up with rivals. I don't want that. No rivals.
I was just trying to make a stupid joke. I like
That's
stupid jokes.
Ooh.
They help me laugh when times are tough.
Nice. So we got the barbed glory as well then.
Yeah, I didn't take that off. Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sweet.
You needed 5.
We got way more than that.
The only thing you failed was getting through the central cloud to reach the satellite. Other than
Oops.
that, you got it all.
Ugh.
What awaits us back at port, Captain?
It's a relatively a quiet arrival. It's like there's no one waiting for you. Mr. Blip will thank you for your service. He will request whoever has the scroll case to hand it over, and then if you do that without pause, he will scurry off to the old wolf.
Yeah, I'll take it out the bag of holding and pass it to him. If there is any kind of like chain of evidence we need to observe per the rules of the Spelljammer Academy, I will. But otherwise, I'll just hand it over. Cool.
At some point later on, Bosun Tate will come down, congratulate you on a mission well succeeded, and because of your lovely success, he will grant you another 50. Was it 50 I gave you last time? About 50 each.
Yeah, sounds all right.
Yeah.
He'll give you another 50 gold each, and we'll say rest up. There is another mission on its way very soon. Yeah, what would you like to do?
If I can spend a little time now investigating the blast plate. Like, what I want to do as a player is investigate the satellite. I cannot stress to you how much I want to investigate the satellite. I really want to investigate the satellite. However, Ido is aware that he has had like a bomb part in his bag for a few days and kind of got distracted with the artificing. So if I can like find a quiet place, like away from prying eyes and away from, are there like security cameras in here? Is that a thing in setting or
No.
In that case, if I can just find a quiet place to investigate the thing.
There are security checkpoints based on your initial visit, based on the color of uniform you're wearing, and there'll be checkpoints along the way. So as long as you're not going through one of those, you are trusted within the sectors you are already authorized to.
Is there, just to use my body to my advantage, is there like a disabled bathroom that is a private bathroom?
Look, I'll let the map decide. I didn't click this map, so let's have a look at the cadet quarters.
Yeah.
I mean, there's stalls you can go into.
If there's like a stall, yeah, I will sort of wheel in there and then, magical tinkering the sound of the shower running, and then try and, can I have an investigate of this blast plate?
Sure.
I've got detect magic to use to help out with that if that will help like the actual check. But what kind of check do you want to sort of?
Roll me either an investigate or an arcana check.
19 total on investigation.
1 second. On investigation.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my best one.
So you you're not quite. Are you a spellcaster?
Artificer.
Okay, yeah, okay. So you cotton on to the fact that these have the runes that have been inscribed on them are set to certain activation triggers, meaning that it wasn't necessarily a spellcaster. A spellcaster was required to create the thing, but not necessarily to plant the thing. So it could have actually been placed by anyone.
Sure. So this is like them buying a charge and just leaving it for.
Mm-hmm. And what was the investigate check on? Was it on the one that you found with all the
Separate one that I found that I hid because I don't know what's good for me. The one I found in the
story, right?
that had telekinesis effect or whatever, had like thrown stuff over. Yeah.
From what you can, or 18, right?
19.
19. So from what you can tell, it was actually the earthquake spell, but something went wrong and it didn't fully set off.
I think I have that realization and just blink. Go.
Interesting how you can blink without eyelids, right?
All my ommatidia individually wink. Thousands upon thousands of tiny blinking eyes.
Oh,
I
God.
mean,
Oh, no.
you're in the right place for a little poo to come out, so you know.
I think that the thing that you definitely realise is this wasn't intended to just knock a few crates around. Much like the second attack, it was designed to hurt, even kill people.
Sure. In that case, I think I will summon my compatriots to the bathroom stall. Say this, would you mind awfully giving me a hand in here?
I do a lot.
And this will be the first shit job I've had. So I'll walk in and I'll just grab handfuls of toilet paper.
I can do this with telepathy as well, so it won't be obvious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'll walk over.
Like the vibe of the voice you hear in your head is very much the help. But,
Right. Yeah.
Do you think he fell in?
I don't think this is a different kind of thing. This is something he's found. I saw him walking in there earlier with the thing. The bomb thing.
Bathrooms are there.
Yeah. So.
Is that the
All right. Oh, your pants are on. Good sign.
Yes, well. Yeah, I will relay via telepathy and like point out with my little probes. I've got like a little probe in each of my four hands, just sort of pointing at various bits, and relay via telepathy that this was probably a lot worse than we previously imagined.
Oh.
Should we go and see Mert about this? Mert?
Well, he has the other one, doesn't he?
Well, he has the other one for the other spell. This is a different one.
Oh.
Vectus and I found it in the storeroom, I believe, where the other event happened.
Oh, right.
That's what the store he says.
Ha! Wit.
But then, maybe. Well, yes. But then they did try to kill us in the simulation room as well. So
Yeah.
and that nearly killed a bunch of people. So they must know that these things are lethal.
Yeah, well, this is... I'm not so much of a caster, but this is extremely powerful magic.
Oh. I guess we should take it to Mert.
Yeah.
We're all in agreement that Venus probably not the one, and that it's most likely somebody in the other team.
Possibly, although it could be Mr. Blip.
I guess that's true. The cook had his thing stolen. Why would you steal it? I guess that's... I don't know.
Well, in that case, are we able to make an appointment to see Mert?
So if you try to go right now, he is in like a closed door session
More like actually make an appointment.
We wouldn't even be able to get into the area where we'd need to meet him because we don't have the rank. So
yeah, if we can go and see the secretary, the other Thrickrean down in the admin room, and say, would I be able to possibly book a meeting with Mert at some point?
A cadet? How irregular.
Oh, we didn't save his life, you know. We are great.
Takes note of that. So... Fine.
All the charisma that 7 charisma can muster.
But yeah, he is in a closed door session with Mr. Blip at the moment.
That's fine.
Okay, well, I'm going to go work out.
Nice.
And I'm going to walk up to wherever Micken is.
That's who I was looking for.
Micken is in the I was gonna say hospital. He's in like the recovery ward because he's been in there since his injuries in the.
Oh well, if he's still in the hospital, then I'm not going to. I was basically going to try and do an awkward bonding session while lifting weights. Instead, I'm just going to grab a book from whatever equivalent of a library we have, and I'm going to basically do the salmon ladder one-handed while reading a book with the other hand.
Nice.
With Micken, like in the infirmary, is there either Micken or anyone else in the infirmary who could benefit from medical expertise? From, for example, a +8 in medicine?
So as far as you're aware, he's the only one there, and he's been in there, I think it was like a week. Yeah, so whatever wounds he has is likely to be almost healed at this point. But you're welcome to go and pay him a visit, but that's...
Yeah, and yeah, like I think Ido signed on to this as a ship's doctor. And sort of like realised he's got a bit distracted over the last little while, so probably should go do some doctoring.
Yeah.
But yeah, if Micken's on the mend, I'll ignore him.
Anything else?
Who? No. No, ignore that.
No?
No, I don't think so.
Cool.
Not that I can think of.
I just realised why this room is so confusing to me. Because last time I looked at this, I was looking at it upside down on the TV.
Yeah.
We haven't been in here before.
But before I let you sleep, I will ask you 2 questions. Do you do anything about the now probably rotting corpse of a barbed glory on your ship?
I mean, I assume that we handed that all in as catch, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you wanted to?
I mean, if I could like get the thing, just take a bit of its glowing orb thing, the glass there.
If I can I try and like dissect one of those out of its head, like a full one?
Yeah.
What kind of check would you like me to make for that?
I would say medicine. I'll make it high.
Could I act as the nurse and give him advantage?
Sure.
26.
Ooh, would you like highs or lows? See if you remember it was regrowing at the time.
It's really good. I would say highs at this point.
My die. Let me find another one. That is a nat 20, baby.
Ooh.
You get it was within seconds from emergence, so you get a near intact gem.
I'll just add that to the sheet. Then we've got this mysterious satellite.
I was wondering if you're going to look at it before you went.
To be honest, I thought like they would have taken it off us.
Mr. Blip was solely focused on getting the intelligence to
Mert.
Mert. So he is momentarily distracted. He might remember in the morning.
Shall we have a little poke at it?
Why not?
So it was like an orb with like a circular viewing port. Was that right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was someone cast comprehend languages on it, and we got
So you got
Project Coronafer.
You got DWA36, and you got coordinates. Well, what you assume to be coordinates.
Are we able to get maps from the library to work out where in space that refers to?
Yes. Well, you're able to get maps. I'll need you to roll something to.
Yeah. What kind of check?
I have proficiency with cartographer's tools.
Oh!
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that!
Yeah.
I would say investigate. Cartographer is a specific. Cool.
25 on investigate if that helps.
Ooh. Lovely.
But cartography is probably the actual skill.
Dirty 20 on cartographer's tools.
Nice.
Assuming that runs off intelligence.
Yeah. Can you all roll me a history check?
Ooh.
50. I've got to keep remembering to, because I've got physical dice and I keep doing the digital rolls out of habit, and they're always bad.
They're always bad.
Got 13 on history.
I've only got
20, 28.
Oh,
very nice.
I use my psychic thingies.
Yes.
So, in a similar way that if I was to show you Morse code, you would go, I know what that is. That is a way of communication. But no one fucking uses that. You get a very similar vibe around the coordinate system used on this. And you would give with that roll, Brad, you would estimate it's not been used in like 1,000 years. Fairly common. It's fairly sort of not common. It's fairly well recognized. But it's not been used in thousands of years.
Oh, this is that old system that they used to use. They like one of my parents. They used to say like it transmitted like coordinates for things. We didn't use it because there are better systems, but that's what this is. But it's real old.
Using that, can we work out like distance and vector from us?
So yeah, you can get a precise location. The thing I will say, based on those rolls, is that there are two types of coordinate systems. The one is where a thing is relative to the star system that you're in, and one is what wild space system does this even belong to? The coordinate system that you have is marked on this thing is a local coordinate. So, assuming you are in the correct wild space system, you know exactly where to go.
But we don't know which wild space system we're looking for until we get more information.
There is no marker that indicates what system it is. So you could try and go to it in this system.
Let's see what's there.
What kind of jump would that be in a spelljamming ship?
So, from your training in spelljamming piloting, it's just part. It's like navigation by sea. It is just time. Anything.
That's what I mean. Like, is it 1,000 years from here? Is it, because I know like spelljammer, once they actually get into like warp speed, moves super fast, but
Yeah.
astronomical distance is no joke.
Where is the map? I'm gonna see if it's in Foundry first.
I know what I would have put in there if I had made this project up.
There we go. I'm going to show and then change it to observer. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yes.
So you are on Tor right now. The coordinate is on the same line as I'm gonna butcher this. It's Cathar.
Arthur.
Arthur, it is that sort of distance away.
So
So we're
16
looking 2
days.
weeks travel, sort of minimum.
Well, it's 16 days from the sun. Yeah, so,
So, yeah,
14
14
days minimum.
That's not exactly a thing we can do in an evening kind
Well,
of
we
thing.
certainly can't pop off and do it on a whim.
No.
The viewing port on this satellite.
Mm-hmm.
What can we see within?
I'm going to tell you all that you can't. It's empty. It's your inside is empty. I will be telling one person something else later on.
Okay.
Noted.
Does the inside look like it used to house something?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
If can I telepathically connect with anything in there?
No.
Does it look like the thing that it held was like it was held in a seat, or is it a missing component?
Component.
Component. Okay.
And are there?
I guess. Roll me. You roll me an int save. Int check.
Who, me?
All of you.
Okay.
God damn it.
19.
Sorry, what check? Sorry.
Int.
I'll just
Roar it.
13.
14.
What was you, Ryan?
19.
You're past this. If you remember back to the last session, when you made it aware of your presence, it had a light that swiveled towards you, coming from with a crystal from within. That crystal is no longer there. So when you first encountered it and you were pulling it in with your hooks, there was definitely something in there.
When did it disappear? That is the question. Does it look like the inside has... does it look like the outer casing has opened?
Is
So-
it like sealed still?
No, it's open. It's openable. Currently closed, but it's openable.
Is there like a crystalline dust in the bottom of it?
Interesting.
What happens if we do open it?
Open it. It's like a door. It's like a container at this point.
Like a porthole?
I mean, it's like the last container that we opened.
No, I opened the crate as well, and there were just books inside.
This appears to be full of eggs.
So when I say empty, if you open it and look inside, there are bits of machinery and stuff, but there is clearly a void where something once was. And
Can I get a grasp of what the rest of the machinery in here is designed to do?
Oh, give me a Arcana at disadvantage, or intelligence at disadvantage.
Can I?
Intelligent disadvantage is going to be at Eldritch 20.
So it is clearly something that is technologically advanced. You have no idea what some of these things do, but at the same time, there are clearly things that look like they are intended for propulsion. Would you know what an antenna? Oh, yeah, because yeah.
He's got
Point
antenna.
at own head.
Yeah, there's something with what appears to be a artificial antenna.
Okay. Okay. Is there anybody here at Spelljammer Academy who we should share this with? Who is like... Is it like a science officer, is what I'm asking?
No, so this is the Spelljammer Academy is much more about effectively they're a merchant organization in space. So, for example, you know that it's been at least a week since the simulation chamber was damaged. there's no one here that can fix it. They're going to have to send off for spare parts. So yeah. And when Mr. Blip, as per Mr. Blip's beautifully written report, like it was a curio to him. It wasn't anything that he particularly wanted to invest any time into thinking about.
And I hate him for that. I think that's kind of all we can do at this point then.
Cool.
Kind of want to go talk to Micken.
I've got one last question.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to recast comprehend languages,
Yep.
because obviously there were things written on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Are there things, even if they're just serial numbers, are there things written on the inside, and do they match the same language as what is on the outside? As in, I guess, is the inside made by the same people who made the outside, or is this like a hermit crab situation?
No, I will set. Did you roll? What in check did you roll?
What the raw in?
Yeah.
Hold on, there is a history here somewhere. I don't think I rolled.
You rolled. You all rolled high.
13.
So it doesn't look like the inside is any different than the exterior. It looks like it was all made by one thing. I will say that there are no labels on any of the interior components. Roll me an insight.
Sure. I'm actually quite good at that. Rolling garbage though. 8.
Got some writing on it, innit?
Yeah.
Someone else feel free to roll insight if they want to.
Natural 20! I'll just give you the total there real quick as well. Insight. Okay, 20. A plus 0.
So as Jex is once again using comprehend languages to look at the writing and reports back that there's no interior labeling, you get the impression that the words on the outside didn't mean anything to the creator. It wasn't. They didn't stamp this thing as a brand. It was designed as a message for whoever picked it up. Similar to how on most Earth spacecraft we have those gold
Voyager
plates.
plaques.
Voyager plaques.
Is this an intergalactic message in a bottle, like a time capsule? But rather than burying it in the backyard, you shoot it out into
I think it's more like a beacon, a message saying, "Come here, please." And when we go there, that's where we'll find possibly this time capsule, possibly something else. I'm just looking at Joe's face right now, though.
using knowledge that obviously Jex does not have access to.
Mm-hmm.
If there is a war between the gods and you happen to be living on the battlefield, as well as making plans to try and survive, you may also make plans to be remembered in the event that you don't survive. And this is then a beacon or some kind of capsule that says this was our life, this is our history, someone remember us, don't make the same mistakes we did, kind of thing.
Turn on your gods now before they get a chance.
Well, yeah, so
You've all rolled pretty well, so what I'll say to that is that the Voyager plaques very clearly have a purpose and an intent behind them. Like the Voyager plaques don't say "Come to Earth." There's no other information, right? A lot of the information is already on there. So this is a slightly different message of "Come say hello."
Yeah. Voyager has like samples of music. It has
DNA sequence, I think.
Part of DNA sequences. It has, I think, the whole DNA sequence for haploid wheat on there. Samples of
A positive blood.
That's correct. Yeah.
That was a plot point in Doctor Who in the Christmas Invasion.
Oh my god, yes.
Blood control. Oh, I haven't seen blood control for years. You're controlling all the A positives.
Yes, you can take that plaque and get a lot of information, whereas this is just here's a location. And I guess taking a step back from a player perspective, Joe, would you say that like a Martel Tech in Western Wilds, like there are circuit boards and they would be labelled because they are manufactured by people and?
I mean, like depending on what this, like when and where and what this, some of this could have like manufactured by Zomil Systems on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's odd that this doesn't. It's completely unlabeled, almost as if it wasn't designed to like the people who were.
This wasn't commercial.
Wasn't commercial, and the thing that would be looking at those components already knows the information that they need. They don't need. They have no need for labels.
Today's a very good day. Yeah, I have my suspicions as a DM and as a player, but I don't know fucking nothing about this. So yeah.
What is the process of requisitioning a ship?
I think once we're out of the academy, that will allow us to go with these things. But there's a slight caution here. This also could be a warning. Stay the hell away from this spot.
A brief question, Rich. I discussed in Ido's backstory that he's from some Thrikreen homeworld called Uth, but we never really decided where and when that is. Is that it's going to be in like somewhere in the Outer Worlds, but off in a different direction? I
asked Ryan a very similar question about his backstory. My assumption, and if you want, it's your backstory, so feel free to change it. My assumption for now is that you all have come from planets within this world space system. It can be Toro, it can be a different one, but none of you are from outside this system.
So outside the inner worlds, or outside of the realm space system?
The realm space system.
Cool. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, cool.
I was born on the ship. That counts.
Yes, it does. Cool. Okay. Is there anything else he wants to do, or should we fast forward?
Yeah, probably fast forward, I guess.
Yes, I guess so.
It has been quite an eventful week.
We'll get the long rest, yeah?
Not yet. You've had multiple attacks. You've had Vina being pretty much a dick. She almost died. So as you drift off to sleep, what do you all think about?
I don't sleep. Unfortunately.
As your mind wanders in the wee hours, what do you think about?
Oh.
I think I'm just probably reading textbooks. Like, I'm certainly curious about the satellite, but Ido is a very narrow person. He's not a broad spectrum. The satellite to him is a curiosity, much like it is to Blip. But his interest is like in medicine and feeling important. So I think he probably has a little worry about, just not a little worry as in he takes some time to worry. I think the only thing troubling his mind is maybe we should have given that blast plate in when we found it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Other than that, he spends quite a long time being very pleased with himself about how our team handled the other group and how bad the other group looked.
Anyone else? Rune.
I think Rune is kind of thinking about and probably dreaming about like who the traitor might be. Like in her mind, she's crossed off one person, one person and her crew, but she's like, it could be Micken. It's like, but Micken was so timid. It's like, I don't think he has it in him. And then there's the other two friends that Micken had with them, and it's like, but they didn't seem to have anything to them. It could be somebody closer to the old wolf. And it's just like, yeah. And then she has like an image, like very at the end, this image of the fucking sword on his back. It's like,
Well, just an image of him just going, eh?
Yeah. I'm sleeping. Stop it.
Faxes, Jax?
You go first.
Okay. Probably confusion about which one of the many events he needs to investigate, I guess. Are any of these the sign that he's been sent to watch for, or is the sign yet to has he missed something obvious, or is there a more obvious sign still to come? There's general confusion about what to do next, I would say. Yeah.
Faxes?
He's thinking about the past. About the last time he held down a stable job that was voluntary, which was working back in the old asteroid mines. And, day in, day out, doing some back-breaking work, but, that helped him bulk up a bit. And just the satisfaction of having something simple in front of him to deal with, rather than the confusing weave of threads that are currently dangling before him. Unfortunately, it's then interrupted by the memory of how his time in the mines ended.
Cool. As you all drift off to sleep, or in the case of Ido, as you get distracted, lost in your thoughts, you all drop unconscious. You wake to the sounds of waves washing against a rocky shore, and you find yourselves standing on a long beach that stretches along a coastline that doesn't appear to end. Across the water, on the edge of the horizon, a storm rages, lightning occasionally illuminating the silhouette of a large structure. In your immediate vicinity, the skies are relatively calm, and the stars above you twinkle brightly, making their presence known. A crab, startled by its sudden appearance, dashes into the cover of the waves. 50 meters or so down the beach stands a large wooden table of simple design. It's placed firmly into the ground and shows no sign of movement as the waves lap around its legs. You can make out 3 figures standing around the table in matching chairs, sitting around the table in matching chairs, their faces illuminated by a small candle. A 4th chair has been pulled out and is unoccupied. At first, it seems like the figures have not spotted you, but a gust of wind gently pushes at your backs, inviting you to walk towards them.
Yeah.
I will walk towards them. Do we recognise the 3 faces?
You don't.
Are we all here individually?
You're all here together.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So we can see. Can we see each other?
You can see each other. Yep.
Okay.
You're muted, Joe.
You're muted.
I understand this is a silly question, probably more one for tomorrow, but sort of epistemologically, are you like dream versions or are you you?
This is one of those old shared dream scenarios, I think.
That's what I wondered. Jolly good.
I give a poke I poke Vaxus. No heat seems real.
I mean, I know it's only a dream, but you want to try pulling my sword? It doesn't count if it's in a dream.
Oh, Rune is pale and then just goes paler as she realizes where she oh, we're in the, oh shit.
Would you care to elaborate with the group?
No, I don't want to. No, I'm go sit in the chair.
Okay, and I go and I sit down in the chair.
Yeah, I'll wheel up.
Is there only one chair for all four of us?
1 second. I'm gonna post this.
Quick question: does everyone have this weird
Oh,
tether
I
coming
see.
out of them?
Say again.
Does everyone have this weird tether coming out of them by any chance?
Heather.
Tether.
Tether. Not to my knowledge.
Am I the only one that sees the thing that you've sent me, Rich?
You
Oh, never
volunteered
mind.
to meet Destiny, sir.
Shit. I think that fourth chair might be occupied.
Oh.
I don't know. I know the other three. I don't want to know the other three, but I
Who are
do.
the other three?
Might be a god.
Oh, which one?
Maybe. I'm not sure. Linked to, and she kind of does the thing with the strings. This stuff.
Ah. Yeah, it's marvelous.
I don't like it. I don't like being here.
Should we go and say hello then?
Yes, she won't. It gets very confusing. They won't like it if we stay over here. They'll make things happen, and it will be bad. So yes, let's go.
Well, approach the same. You said the waves were lapping against the chair.
Yeah. So basically, this table has been placed on the beach,
Yeah.
directly in line with the crashing waves, but the table's not moving.
So as we presumably will get hit by the water at some point, this right might be really inconsequential. What temperature is the water?
It's cold. It's not unlike if you go to the shore and touch the water. It's cold. It's not pleasant, but it's not supernaturally cold or hot. Or it's just
Okay.
as far as your senses can tell, like any other ocean.
Okay. Cool.
They all stand as you approach. They are dressed in long, flowing robes that whip around with the sea breeze.
When you say they, as in
Three visible figures.
3 visible figures.
Mm-hmm.
Do we see a void in the water where the fourth figure would be?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Does the 4th chair move at all?
Nope. It is positioned such that it is already sort of.
Yeah. Yeah.
out.
I didn't think we'd get that lucky, but I had to ask. So.
Well,
Hello.
Hi.
Greetings. Thank you for coming.
Hello again.
Hello, Rune.
Please don't say things like that. Yes.
You ran away last time.
I don't want this. People who they die horribly or they have bad lives.
All those who are destined need not end in a fatal event.
Name one who had a good life at the end, is not just dead in a ditch somewhere or has a horrible existence.
Each one in turn will name the name of someone who you don't recognize, but
See, don't know any of them.
Would
Small
we as players
destinies.
recognize the names?
say again.
Would we as players recognize the names?
No.
I was half expecting you.
Wondering how messed up Brad had gone with his backstory.
I was half expecting you to say the name of one of our PCs from another game.
But maybe one of those is the name of one of the PCs.
So what are we doing here?
Yeah.
They-
Have we accidentally wandered in, or did you invite us?
We invited you. We invited Rune first. She didn't want to listen to us then, so we
Nope.
decided to invite you all.
Good. So I dragged other people into this mess.
I-
That's fantastic.
Rune seems a little twitchy when it comes to gods and fate.
It is through cooperation can you ensure the survival of your world. You say that running away that staying with us will get us killed. Running away will also get you killed. You can only
When
hope
you're
to
running
keep
away, it's a
you-
lot easier for someone to stab you in the back.
No, true, anatomically.
I specifically said that running away. I said that staying with fate or to going with them will end you a bad life. Not necessarily that you will die. There are things worse than dying.
This all sounds very familiar. Are you working with my god?
Yes.
Insight check. Never mind.
Who,
26.
who are you inciting, me or the entities?
The entities.
You talking to me with that?
But yeah, I rolled. I got a 2, so you know.
I'm not going to. I inherently believe it.
They gesture at the sky. You must stop this.
What is this?
I look up at the sky.
Yeah, what does the sky look like?
The big old storm?
So no, so the storm is in the distance. If you look directly up, you'll see a beautiful night sky full of stars. Whichever star catches your eye as you look up, it will disappear. And from that, it starts to ripple, and they all start to fade out.
Oh, the stars are going out.
And it keeps doing so until the sky is pitch black. They have already destroyed so many, but there is still time to save yours.
Who has?
We do not know their names, but they are coming.
Okay.
You don't know their. You're supposed to be. But yeah, what do you expect us to do?
Oh, I know this. I know what they expect us to do. They need us to find who's meant to pull this sword. And then they'll save everything.
Please, can you tell me that's where
They don't react.
like a fancy letter opener or something? That's good.
Do a light first aid, I suppose.
So you say there's still time because they haven't arrived. Have agents for them already arrived? In
They're
the
not.
same way that we are agents for you.
We can see the weeds of fate. We know what will come to pass. We know that they will come soon. And it is only you that can stop them.
How?
Watch for our signs.
Signs look like.
They point out to the storm. And as you look, the sun begins to rise above the ocean. Roll me a perception check.
Ooh.
Ventidos.
Oh, that's a +0. I dumped perception. A total of 16.
21. I rolled
25.
Ooh, baby.
Those who rolled 20 or more will realize that the shape in the distance that is outlined by the storm is the tower of the Spelljammer Academy. And as the sun rises, it blinds all of you, and you wake up.
So many eyes!
Except for you, Rune.
Oh fuck. Okay.
And it's just you and the man standing on the beach.
Sure. Do I have to?
It's likely that you will. It's likely that your friends will. Who can say with you? You are
You,
curiously hard to predict.
I don't know if that's a good thing or not. You know he's not going to shut up about it if I do it.
The fates.
I don't like them. I don't like not being in control.
I am not them. I won't push you. But that doesn't mean I know exactly where you're going to go. They are locked in a vicious cycle, trying to prevent an apocalypse that will always come.
I don't want everyone to die. I just my parents always told me about horrible ends for people who are fate touched. I don't know why they harped on about it, but do I have time before I have to do this thing?
You have all the time in the world.
That doesn't sound like a lot of time, given the. All right. Fine.
You may take their words as a warning, a hint, a nudge in the right direction. Regardless, I'll be there in the end. It's my job to ensure that you'll make the right decision at the end. How you get there is up to you.
Can you make sure I live a little bit past it as well?
That is entirely up to you.
Great.
What happens afterwards is not our concern.
That's pretty much how my mother used to tell the stories. You get your happily ever after and no one cares what happens after that.
If you wish more, you can come seek me out in person.
Where are you?
You already know.
Oh, shit. Alright. It's this system?
Yes.
Alright.
And with
Well-
that, the lightning hits Spelljammer Academy, and it remains static, so the lightning doesn't disappear, and you watch as the entire academy crumbles. And that you wake up. In your mind, you hear the voice. It's been a pleasure to speak to you again, as always, Rune. Until next time.
Yep.
Oh! With that, you can now pick your item.
Ooh.
Who was it? It was...
Mike.
It was Mike.
Me.
Uh,
What are my choices?
1 second.
Do we all get to have a long rest while this is happening?
Yes, you all wake up after a night's sleep. It's
And we've not leveled up yet?
Not yet. You're very close.
I've got a question about the music that's currently playing. Is this from Citizen Sleeper?
No, this is one of the tabletop audio
Ah.
clips. Back to there. Find your item list. I'll just take a picture of it again. Where are they? Bear with me, I apologise.
So, we've just met Density. And the three fates. What are they? Lachesis, Atropos, and the third one?
Clotho.
Thank you.
I couldn't remember either.
Maiden, the matron and the crone, I think it is.
Mother Maiden Crone.
Yeah, Mother Maiden Crone.
That's right. I think this one is yours. I apologize if it's not.
You see, if Rune is on the cusp of accepting destiny, then we need to get all of our teasing out of the way real soon.
Is there a way to rotate this?
Yeah, I'm really sorry.
No, that's fine.
Cool. So that's that information. Yeah, so pick one of those and tell me where in the timeline you acquired it. And then my final piece of secret information. What's that?
Oh. Okay.
I wonder who got that.
Yep.
Probably that one, I think. It's probably going to be the Spelljammer beats, I think.
Ooh. Nice.
And there, I would say that he wakes up with them. So while he's on the beach and we're talking to the 3 or 4 entities, as the waves are lapping up at the feet of the table and then hit the feet of Jex, as the waves then return back out to sea, there are just boots left on his feet, and yeah, when he wakes up with them, they're almost as if it's a part of him himself. So yeah, he has woken up with them since visiting the Great Ocean.
Nice. You chat in the morning in the bunk room. So basically, it's coming up to 10. I'm going to roll into the ending. But if you want to have a quick chat about anything that happened,
I think Rune wakes up and she looks like she's on the verge of tears, and is just sitting on her bunk.
Oh, there, old girl.
So we all just had a shared dream, right?
I suspect so. Yes. I mean, beach, pina coladas. No. Well, mysterious figures.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the ones. Vaxis, can you turn around for a second?
Okay. Turns around.
Rune reaches up, grabs the sword, just gives it a little pull to see if it comes loose. Right. Good sign. You could turn back around.
Okay. I'm going to just roll perception to see if I realise what you've just tried to do.
I think Rune would be trying to do it as stealthily as possible. So.
Okay, yeah. Roll stealth.
Plan.
Okay. You roll your perception.
I got 10.
I got 32. So
I'm
Good
looking
luck
at
with that.
you, and I'm not sure I spot that.
So I'm going to turn back around and go, yeah, I know my glutes are really, really doing great after doing the salmon ladder with my feet yesterday.
there's tears.
Very
They're
impressive.
lovely. They're lovely glutes.
Has that steeled your resolve for the day now, Laroon? Then come along, let's.
I can walk in front if that will help.
Have a blanket and just wrap around you.
I'm okay.
Given that, I've sent you a little piece. Given you rolled so high, Brad, I've rewarded you.
Yes. Okay.
Put one of these healers get a space blanket in there.
Oh.
Right, I will. I'll give Rune, if she, I'll attempt to give Rune a hug.
She'll take the hug, but she'll like before you come. Like Jax is like kind of on top of her. She'll whisper into Jax, and I'll send it to you directly. That's okay. That's fine. There you go. I like the group hug. It's very wet. Very confusing. This.
Yeah, I will relinquish the hug. This is the second time I have received such a warning. Although this one was a lot more specific in nature. I feel that we're on the right path, although where this path leads I do not know.
I don't know either. I've seen them twice now, and the first time was terrifying. So this was nicer, at least I had friends with me. Oh, and I wasn't coming from a genocide. That's a plus point.
That
A genocide.
make it a happier occasion.
Mass murder? When does it flip from one to the other?
I believe when you're attempting to exterminate a race of people, it doesn't even have to necessarily be murder. It can be like devolution of culture, that kind of thing. Mass murder is just killing a lot of people specifically.
I was going to say genocide is based on the success rate, isn't it?
I was going to say that
Interesting thing, though.
if you're trying to figure out if you've crossed the line or if an event has crossed the line, then it's probably academic at this point for our purposes.
We'll go with genocide then.
It wasn't a castle, was it?
No, it was a spelljammer ship, a large
Okay.
one, but a ship. I lost. I lost my family.
Me too. Sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry you lost yours.
Thank you.
Well, not enough sads for today. Perhaps later we'll have
If
more.
you're looking for a happy family story, mine are extremely rich.
Mine were too. Didn't help.
Oh, it helped us enormously.
I've heard it does. Do we have a thing today or something?
Yes, meeting with Mert.
Oh, right, yes.
Before any of that happens, the doors to the common room burst open, and Bosun Tato comes in, looking almost surprised that the four of you are awake already, given that it's quite early in the morning. He gets you to hastily gear up, eat a very quick breakfast, and he immediately commands you to go to the deck of a hammerhead ship that is resting in the sky dock called the Flighty Foundling. As literally, the moment you step on board the ship, it rises into the air towards wild space.
Who's
Oh,
piloting?
wow.
Bosun Tato.
Where are
On
we?
board are yourselves, that guy that I forget the name of.
Hey!
Yeah.
Mikan, Fred, and Critlick. And it soars into the sky above the planet. As the ship rises, Tata looks at you all. An adamantine meteor has struck the spire on Cathar, and you lot are going to recover it. The bad news is that Cathar is populated solely by beholders and their kin. The good news is that an empty tyrant ship drifts above Toril right now, waiting for you to crew it, though you'll need to install a spelljamming helm on the command deck to make it fly. And as you look across the ship, you'll see a second unpowered spelljamming helm. Travelling aboard this beholder vessel, you should be able to reach the spire without attracting the unwanted attention of other tyrant ships patrolling Cathanian space. We'll drop you off with Petty Officer Winston Rybeck, who will ensure that you don't go hungry. He'll command deckhands Micken, Critlick, and Thread. You'll need to identify who among you is in command of the mission, as well as who commands the ship. A word of warning, the tyrant ship is made of stone, so don't try and land it in water, you'll sink like a rock. The flighty foundling docks alongside the tyrant ship, which looks like a gigantic stone-carved beholder floating in orbit above Toril. You're dropped off unceremoniously onto the cargo deck, along with a crate of supplies, a navigational map, and a shiny new spelljammer helm. Petty Officer Ryback pulls up the rear wearing a backpack laden with cooking implements. Lots bang and clatter as he turns and waves goodbye to the flighty foundling, who's already set the course back to the academy. And that's where we'll end today.
Damn. Okay.
Neat.
I hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah. There's a lot to take in.
This is a tyrant ship, yeah? This thing.
Yeah, that's the one from the book. That's the ship that you've just...
Damn.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
And that's full of beholders.
No, it's empty of beholders. The planet we're going to pilot it to is full of beholders.
Yeah, heading to Cathar.
Cool.
How much? So how big? Sorry, is the tyrant ship sort of end to end?
I'll have to count squares.
Is it sort of a size with the spelljamming ships we're used to?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not like it's many times the size, like mothership kind of thing.
So if the map is to be believed, it is 50 feet across. 20 times. It's 100 feet across.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. There
So-
goes my hopes of using it as an orbital strike weapon.
So Cathar is the one that's 16 days travel from the sun.
Yeah.
Could you tell us a bit more about the other planets?
I could if I will tell you what the book says,
Mm-hmm.
which is this is all the information you get for Toril. It's a spherical Earth body orbited by one moon and asteroid cluster. So the book isn't particularly descriptive.
Okay.
I can tell you how far they are away. I can tell you like roughly whether they're a water planet, Earth planet, gas planet, but the book doesn't go into much detail about things that you're not actually actively going to.
Okay, I was just curious as to because we've left it a bit nebulous as to which planet Vax's backstory actually happened on.
Mm-hmm. So if you're looking for an Earth planet, you've got Anadia, Toril, Glyph, and Garden.
So we're heading to a planet that's 16 days travel away.
Mhm.
Is the coordinates we received in the same direction?
Oh yeah. It's almost like it's a few hours away when you get there eventually.
Yeah.
Interesting. So we could take a detour on the way back.
Assuming you
Yep.
survive.
I mean, all of our quests are on the assumption that we survive.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's true.
I am, and I don't use this word lightly, moist.
Jax doesn't understand the reference. Cool.
Well, so with that moist note, I'm going to stop the recording.
Mhm.
Sweet.